Science cannot give us the definitive answers to our questions about the afterlife. Not yet. Until it can, our best source of information is the human experiences of those who have undergone death and seen the other side. One such story is that of Daniel Ekechukwu, an African pastor who lay dead in a mortuary for 3 days, yet lived to tell the tale. Let's join him now in Nigeria, where he tells his story of how he was raised from the dead.
Hello, children. How are you, children?
Christmas for the Ekechukwu family was always a time of celebration. Celebration of the birth of Christ and the love of friends and family.
Hi, Dad.
Yo!
I've got a God for you.
But this time, things were different. On the surface, everything seemed fine. But inside, Daniel was boiling with anger and unforgiveness. He had recently fought with his wife and was still harboring deep resentment.
That I had a quarrel with my wife on Thursday. And the little quarrel I had with my wife, I frowned on her. Then on Thursday night, she was knocking on my door. I couldn't open the door for her. Then on Friday morning, she now knocked on my door. No, on Friday morning, she woke up and I come out. She said, Daddy, good morning. I did not accept. I didn't talk to her. I kept quiet on her and I left on Friday morning. She offended me. She did something wrong and I was angry on her. I was annoyed.
Daniel's anger had so blinded him that he had not even seen his son that day.
Mommy.
Yeah, my son.
Where is Dad?
He went to deliver goods to grandfather in a word.
Grandma, hurry up.
Soon, my son, go and play.
Daniel's thoughts that day were somewhat distracted, almost as if his mind were somewhere else. As the sun started dipping down, Daniel began to speed up, wanting to get home. He was still very angry. Nigeria's inner city side streets are notoriously undeveloped. A bumpy ride, to say the least. Daniel knew well to travel cautiously. But that day, the car seemed somewhat sluggish and unresponsive. As he headed down one of the dirt roads, He reached down to apply the brakes, but there was no response. Daniel began to pump the pedals furiously, but to no avail.
So he came back lamenting Auntie Mommy that pastor is dead, that he saw a group of people carrying him on his head, moving down there. So the moment I heard him screaming and I heard that pastor is dead, I knew he's my husband. So from that upstairs, I ran down. I began to run towards the place where the accident happened.
When Nega arrived at the scene of the accident, she learned that Daniel was still alive, but in a very serious condition. Bystanders had taken him to the local hospital, where Nega found him. After being rushed to the intensive care unit at Burunyu Hospital, Daniel refused to be treated. Instead, he insisted that he be taken to his family doctor, all the way out in Owerri.
Let's go to Dr. Mizranke.
He's our family doctor at Owerri.
Family doctor?
It's what my husband wants.
The hospital surgeon told Daniel's wife in no uncertain terms that he was in no state to travel, given the extent of his injuries.
In your head, he's got cancer. He's confused now. And he's in no good position to decide what's best for him.
But despite the surgeon's pleas, Nega was adamant.
It's what my husband wants.
If he lives now, I'm afraid he will die. And I'm certain of that.
And